What's going on, my friends? It's me, it's Ken. We are doing that Piercing Ken artistic thing. So, we're at the Affordable Art Fair, and I'm doing videos, and we are right now at the Byard Art Gallery with the one and the only Tobey Hoten, who's going to take us through the booth. What's going on, Toby?
Hello.
Talk to me, man. So where do we start?
Let's begin here.
Now, you guys are from New Jersey, it says. Now, Cambridge, UK. Welcome to New York City.
Very long flight, lovely place. New York is
We know. It's a fun place to be. So talk to me about everything, man.
So we begin with Antoine Josse, a very talented French painter. He's got a real sort of sense of narrative, always a sort of physics-defying kind of sense with his figures. There's a sense of melancholy with some of his skies, very sort of dark and stormy.
This especially, yeah.
You always get these lovely little blue patches of optimism. There's always a sort of theme of love. There's a story ongoing, there's happiness to it. He's from Normandy in France, which is very famous, much like England, for having terrible, terrible weather.
Yes.
Which I think really comes through in his skies. But there's always this hint of optimism and joy and happiness that comes through with them.
I like them.
Really
I
engaging
like
pieces
them.
of work.
I like them.
Moving along, we have another wonderful Antoine Josse here. This big splash of red in the corner there. Really balanced really well with the blue on the left. And moving along, we have the fantastic Donald MacDonald. Brilliant name, Scottish artist. Extremely Scottish name, one of the most Scottish names you can think of. They are, I suppose, still life pieces of work. So he has created this scene, he's drawn the paper figures and folded it, and he's kind of created this scene using blue tack, and you even get to see these little lumps of blue tack, a sort of behind the scenes type of thing of how they're created. Really well balanced still lifes.
Wow.
Lots of use of negative space. Plenty of room for your eyes to rest. They're not overwhelmingly busy pieces of work, but again, a real charm, a real sort of tilt shift, making a really small thing really large. And you get that sort of out of focus sunshine in the background as well. Particularly love this butterfly rose.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, really brilliant balance of color. You get the delicate paper coming through. Yeah.
They almost look 3D, you know?
Yeah, they're one of those rare pieces of work that you want to touch, but really not.
I'm not touching it.
In contrast to Donald MacDonald, we have Geraldine Duyden. Very difficult to pronounce. Geraldine Duyden is sometimes fine. She is a Dutch painter. A sort of brilliant marriage of abstract and figurative. Wow, there's so much you could say. She uses some really engaging colours that you don't see in a lot of other works. Lots of people with their noses held high, giant eyelash extensions, always wine or champagne in these pieces of work. They're just vibrant, joyous, happy pieces.
They are.
Really nice.
These are interesting.
Very engaging, very detailed.
Alison Stockmar.
So she's English, just like us. She is absolutely wonderful. Collage is one of my personal favourite mediums ever, and just the amount of patience that goes into chopping out each individual piece. So the crown, for example, the holes in the crown, the candelabra here, just the amount of minute detail which she's got into to create these.
You cannot imagine how detailed this is, my friends. This is just something else.
She is such a patient woman. The Frankenstein piece in particular, one of my favourite stories anyway. So the way you would approach this is you read the story, you work with the narrative, and then you find collage materials. You find your sources from other places, and you combine them to add to the scene and add to the narrative of the piece.
Great stuff.
Around the corner we have two more from her.
Oh, two more by her, yeah?
We have Circus of Sandy Hollow. I really love this gentleman here with the lantern. Fantastic fashion sense. And moving below, pictures of native life in distant lands. Fascinating piece of work. So many layers. Very good sense of depth. There's not many artworks that have corners you can look around, you know?
Yeah, no, that's wild.
Moving on, we have Elizabeth Lacour. French artist.
These are interesting too. What are
So, French artist living in London. A real sort of sense of childhood. They've got quite traditional dresses that are folded out of these maps. A lot of them are vintage or reproduction maps. Right down to the buttons are made of paper as well. Everything folded and cut incredibly carefully. Not a lot of room for error. If you chop it wrong, it's there forever. Her signature is also the label just at the back of the dress. It's like it's her brand of clothing.
Look at that.
Absolutely love these.
And that's different.
Yeah, right, you really don't see much like this. Now these, I know you're going to have fun with. They're called Pollywobbles. They're by a duo of artists, Waller and Hewitt, and they are interactive pieces of work. So not only has it got this remarkable shadow cast through it, but also...
Oh. Look at that.
Incredible sense of movement and anticipation with them. So the pieces closer to the middle on this one vibrate a lot less than the ones on the outside. It's got a kind of gravitational, particular type of feel to it.
And they're still moving.
Yeah, they go for a really long time. They're wonderful.
And this one does the same thing.
Yeah. Give it a go. Right.
It's not often you could touch the art at an expo like this. It's like
it's lovely to have
doing
some
so will cost you several $1,000s otherwise, my friends. So these are very interesting too. The Tommy Carlson works.
Yeah. He's a
Swedish
artist. Yeah. Fascinating gentleman. Effortlessly cool. Again, it's the little things. It sort of forces you to take a second look. Little parts like the deliberately missing screws, the dents, the scratches, all these things give it so much extra texture, you know?
It's wild.
Yeah.
And it actually really looks like you could put a screw in there.
Yeah, right.
It's like well, when I stopped at your booth, one of the pieces struck me because I thought this was a real locker amid the art, and I was saying, good on this booth, man. I said they made do with this stupid locker in the middle of their booth. It's like,
again,
and it's actually a piece of art, so it's not stupid at all. So if you don't tell
really
Mr. Carlson,
you to have a second look. You know, it really
made me stop and talk to everybody.
Yeah,
these are great. This. And it looks 3D.
And then we end with this giant, luminous, vibrant orange balloon. It's got a real tension. Again, all painted. We've had a number of people have to sort of double check if this is actually painted on, not a real ribbon.
Yeah, the ribbon looks like it jumps out at you.
Just the shadow work on this. And
fantastic. What a wonderful booth they have going on. We'll just get a pan through again. That was great. Tobey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the time and the effort. I bothered them during lunch, my friends. They were eating, but they stopped to talk to me because we're doing this for you. So let's see. What do we say? Oh, yes, it's Ken Pierce. We're signing off for the Piercing Metal channel on the YouTube thingy. Remember to do subscribe, click the notification bell, and like and leave a comment on the video because this lets us know that you're out there. We want to know that you're out there. All right. Signing off. Ken, see you later. Bye.